Alright, we're back. I'm hungry. I'm gonna put the boat there. I don't think I need it anymore. We'll eat this cooked rabbit. And I guess this carrot. Carrots are good for you. Oh no, there's a lot of trees here. Which means I'm going to be a little on the leggy side. That's snow? Looks like snow. Okay, so they obviously don't want me going any other direction. Alright, fair dues, fair dues. Fair enough. Okay. Don't like seeing things so dark. Not just in Minecraft, but... Okay. Nami's cutscene number 4. You walk through the door and examine the hall. Every inch of the place, every bit as dusty as the castle and hospital. No sign of life. You think to yourself, this is the last stop. Schuster has to be around here somewhere. Suddenly, you hear a voice. You recognize it. It's the voice of the strange mechanical monster you encountered in the sanitarium. You can't pinpoint where the voice is coming from. It echoes through the hall. When are you going to stop playing games with us? He asks. Us? Who's us? Where are you? You still haven't figured it out. Most realize what is happening by now. You're not making our job any easier. We've given you just about everything you needed for you to snap. But you're resistant. At this point, you lose your patience. Nothing has made sense since you've arrived at the castle. What the fuck are you talking about? Why have I not gotten any answers from you or Marlene? Since I got here, I've seen things my own eyes have trouble believing. Even outside, this place is impenetrable. It's like it's trapping me inside. And then all those monsters. When will it end? They look like monsters to you. You should take a look at yourself. As for Marlene, well, I'm surprised her very presence hasn't brought some sense to you. You need more work. You can't live in your personal fantasy forever. This is not the last stop. And with that, the voice ceases. You sit on one of the benches and think over what was said. I have to find the last golden apple. I know it's here somewhere. I know it. Stick that back in there. So I guess I'm getting close to the end of this. Confessional room. A coffin. Looks like a funeral is taking place. Die. Oh, lovely. The bones spell out die. Okay, daycare center. Alright. Library. And Father Manfred. Well, I could see the angry babies. Oh, that's lovely. The room smells nauseatingly of burnt flesh. That's exactly what I want to hear when I walk into a daycare. Wolfgang had lived his entire life in poverty. The harsh living conditions he endured through childhood and into early adulthood caused him to have to resort to stealing from upper-class citizens just to survive day to day. Unfortunately, he wasn't very good at it, and he was frequently caught. As a child, he was labeled the village troublemaker, but as he got older, he started spending more and more time in prison. During his last sentence, he shared a cell with a witch, an ugly old hag, but one with decades of knowledge and experience. Wolfgang befriended the witch, and over the course of many months they remained jailed. The hag taught him all about alchemy. In particular, she told him how to create a tonic that would turn him from a subpar thief into a legendary thief. Upon being released from prison, he saved every piece of gold he could, searched every cave, every dungeon he could, until he had all the ingredients he needed. After weeks of preparation, he was ready to create the potion of invisibility. First he boiled some water, then applied a strange, otherworldly fungus called anotherwort, which he purchased from a black market dealer in the underbelly of the nearby town of Ortersteel. Next, he added a carrot covered in the very gold he had saved for weeks. Oh, fuck. Did I just eat that carrot? Finally, a fermented spider I had taken from a giant arachnid found in a nearby cave that had taken the lives of many adventurers. With that, he created the invisibility potion. He would use it to pull off the greatest heist in all his life, or of his life. A few nights later, was the night of the ball at the castle, a get-together of all the higher-ups within the province. It was a multi-night affair, and each attendant would be staying in their own rooms. So there Wolfgang went. He drank the potion and carefully walked in between crowds of heavily guarded political figures. Over the course of a few hours, he had snuck into nearly every bedroom and stolen the belongings of just about every important figure in the country. No one saw him, no one heard him, but they knew he was there. That night, Wolfgang became a legendary thief, a fable to most, and it changed his life forever. I don't know if that's important or not, but I'm terrified of the idea that there's going to be invisible enemies. No eating in the library. Many of my own books are here, but they're all blank. The titles remain, but no writing on the pages. Oh, there's a golden carrot. 3 torches, cooked pork chop. Unlikely here. Bane of arthropods. Oh god. Shit. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna sleep here. Then we're going to... Let's have a look-see at these. I assume these are all the blank things that he mentioned. So, am I a writer? I think I'm a writer. Torch, splash potion of harming, chain, helmet, stake, rod, pork chop, splash potion of slowness, golden chestplate, unlikely hero. I really want that for the stats it has. Chest up there. Confession booth key. Torch. Manfred's diary. I visited the prison today. An inmate named Frank Elias requested to speak with the priest, so I was asked. Needless to say, this is one of the more interesting meetings I've had with someone. I walked into a small room. The walls were bare. A small table in the center. At one end sat Frank. He looked as if he weren't exactly having a good time as of late. His prison uniform was noticeably tattered and dirty. He looked unwashed and smelled it too, his beard thick and hairy, and hair long. This was definitely a man who deserved whatever came his way. I sat down. He politely greeted me. He was bound to the chair with chains, hands tied. He was no threat to me. Before I had a chance to say anything, he first began with an apology to God. He wanted to be forgiven for his sins, and he wanted his family to rest in peace. What he told me next was something I had heard about before, but never from the mouth of the person who experienced it. He told me that in the few minutes he had died following the events that led to his imprisonment, he thought he was still alive. Elias, being a painter, said that the world he existed in took the form of a painting. Everything in his environment looked as if it had been created by the stroke of a brush. He said that looking back, he remembers seeing his family, his friends, only at the time he didn't know who they were. He said that they had taken different roles from what they were to him in real life. They acted differently. They didn't know him either. He described it as being dreamlike, every aspect of the dream reflecting something in his life. That's a reference to Silent Hill. In Silent Hill, your protagonist has you most of the time has created this Silent Hill that, based on your psyche, things you're afraid of, things that have affected your character's past, altered what monsters appear in Silent Hill, as well as some of the characters. Everything was okay, though. He felt at peace. That didn't last long, though, as his dream took a turn for the worst, where he was forced to witness the death of his family over and over again. Forced to relive those moments, piling on the guilt. At this point, he was brought back to life by the medical staff at the hospital. I'm a believer. He says the doctors and authorities don't believe him, but I do. However, I still have many questions before I can put together a solid conclusion as to what this phenomenon was. Okay, how do I get that? Can I jump it? I might be able to jump it. Oh, there we go. Mushroom soup, potion of healing, and some arrows. Alrighty. So... I'll keep my swords ready. Cutscene number 5. You enter the booth. It's cramped, silent. After a few seconds, you begin to hear a man lightly sobbing on the other side. You know you've heard the voice before, but you can't quite remember where. The voice begins, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I've done terrible, terrible things in my life, but I never wanted it to come to this. I never wanted it to go this far. I thought I was in control, but I lost it. I have problems, and I need guidance. I need forgiveness. I need you to help me through this. She's dead, and it's all my fault. I know I've never believed in you much, but I'm turning to you now because I've realized that everything begins and ends with you." He continues sobbing. You listen, then he begins again. "God, forgive me. Guide me." Disgusted with the man, you respond, "You made your decision. You committed atrocious crimes, and you deserve to suffer." The sobbing stops. The room falls into a dead silence for about 10 seconds, but it felt like years. Suddenly, the man speaks again, no longer crying, his voice stiff with a layer of authoritative confidence. "You are ready." He doesn't say another word. You see a lever on the floor. You pull it, and make your way to the unmarked door at the right side of the chapel. Unmarked door at the right side of the chapel. Do what you do best. Okay, oh, I need that again. I think I'm right at the end, actually. Although I can't be because I only have 3 golden apples. Oh, hell. That ain't what I want to see. It's supposed to be that. Okay. What? Oh god. So there's only one choice. Just to go down. Ash-covered bone? Can't go that way. Severe labor. Jesus Christ. So all I can buy is ash-covered bone. Spider eye. Sunflower doesn't seem to do anything. Golden carrot probably doesn't seem to do anything either. Where'd that? Okay, that's weird. So, what I think just happened there was... Oh, what's that up there? Just saw another one. I think. Yep. He's like confused. It's those zombies from the sewer again. So many of them. There's no way I'm just walking through there. Maybe I'll find something to help me sneak by. Potion of healing. More torches. Okay, so I've obviously missed something. I know this because wait a second. Did he spell out something? Y-O-U-K-I-L-L. You kill. Killed me. Well, that's lovely. Okay, so do I have netherwort? Fermented spider eye, golden carrot. No, I don't. Which means to go this way. I'll let you know what that pressure plate does in the next episode.